Hi guys, I am here with your Bible reading for today. I would like to start out by asking for prayer again for my cousin Shasta Hemrick. Divers were searching the river. They still was, last I heard, even though it's late out. And it's already dark and cold, but last I heard, they were still searching, and they had found evidence in the water, and the cadaver dog had hit on the water, not just by the river's edge, but in a deeper part of the river. So the divers are working on searching that particular area right now, but they have not found anything yet except for evidence. They have not found a body or anything. So please still keep Shasta in your prayers, and her grandma Shirley and her other family. And please continue to keep my sister Melly in your prayers, Melly Ramey. She's feeling a lot worse. She's had constant migraines since she's gotten pregnant, and she's almost 5 months. And like they said the other day, baby B's brain is swollen. And yesterday she didn't feel either baby kick or move all day long, and she's feeling worse today. I seen her online, and her eyes she's really, really pale, and her cheekbones are so sunken in where she's getting so thin where she's not really able to eat. Because if you've experienced migraines, which I have all my life ever since I was a really, really young child, you can't eat or anything if you've got a migraine. And her and I both get them really bad, and she's been having them every day, so she hasn't been able to eat that good. And she's got black circles all around her eyes. She just looks really bad. And her doctors still cannot get her in until the 6th. They still won't see her till January 6th. So please keep her and the twins in your prayers. The little extra prayer for baby B because of his swollen brain. I know they've already said they want to send her to OSU to do more testing on the baby, but her regular baby doctor wants to see her on the 6th because the OSU appointment, I believe, they couldn't even get until after that. So I don't know why they couldn't get her in sooner. I think they could if they wanted to, but they're just not doing it for some reason. And, you know, emergency situations like this, you think they would, but they're not. And she's just feels terrible, horrible. She just had a miscarriage on July 4th. So, yeah. And the baby that she miscarried on July 4th would have been born the end of this month, end of this month, beginning of next month, right around the time of all this is going on with the twins. So she's really depressed about that as well. She's been thinking about the baby a lot and just really, really in a bad depression. I still think she's got postpartum depression because the way that I've seen many stories on postpartum depression, and she's fitting into the category really well, and I'm just really concerned. So please keep her and the twins in your prayers, and please keep praying for Shasta. I know it's God's in control and it's in God's hands. So I know God will be there for all of us either way, no matter how all this turns out. I know He makes it turn out that way for a reason. So we just have to trust in Him and get through the best we can. But prayers are very much appreciated. It never hurts to pray. God can bring miracles. That is for sure. We've seen that many times. Not just through our Bible readings that we do, but in life itself. I think all of us has witnessed a miracle at one point or another in our lives. I've seen many miracles in my 34 years. Okay, guys, we'll begin the Bible reading. We're going to begin today with where we left off yesterday. We'll begin with Revelation chapter 21. I'm 2 years expired on my eyeglasses. I need to make an appointment to get some new ones. It's just getting out of the house. I'm worried I'm going to go out, and the flu's so bad right now, I'm worried I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get sick. And I really have no immune system with my stomach and lung disease that I pick stuff up so easily. And I had my flu shot, pneumonia shot and everything, but still, having no immune system is, you pick it up very easily. So that's why I was putting it off. But when I do get them, maybe this summer, I might make an appointment, and I'm not going to get in tinted this time because I really don't like the tint. So I'm just going to get the plain lenses. The tint you have to pay for yourself. Medical card don't pay for it. It's $10. That's why I got it. It was because it was only $10, but I'm not getting it because, like I said, I really don't like the tint. Alright, Revelation chapter 21. I looked again and could hardly believe my eyes. Everything above me was new. Everything below me was new. Everything around me was new, because the heaven and earth that had been passed away, and the sea was gone completely. And I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, prepared like a bride on her wedding day, adorned for her husband and for his eyes only. And I heard a great voice coming from the throne. The voice said, "See, the home of God is with His people. He will live among them. They will be His people, and God Himself will be with them. The prophecies are fulfilled. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. Death will be no more. Mourning no more. Crying no more. Pain no more. For the first things have gone away." And the one who sat on the throne announced to His creation. The one said, "See, I am making all things new." "Write what you hear and see," He said, as He turned to me. "For these words are faithful and true." It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will see to it that the thirsty drink freely from the fountain of the water of life. To the victors will go this inheritance. I will be their God, and they will be my children. It will not be so for the cowards, the faithless, the murderers, the sexually immoral, the sorcerers, the idolaters, and all those who deal in deception. They will inherit an eternity in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death. And that includes the sacrilegious. And then one of the 7 messengers in charge of the 7 bowls, filled with the 7 last plagues, came over to me. The heavenly messenger said, "Come with me, and I will show you the bride, the wife of the Lamb." He took me away in the Spirit and set me on top of a great high mountain. As I waited for what I thought was a bride, he showed me the holy city, Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. It gleamed and shined with the glory of God. Its radiance was like the most precious of jewels, like jasper, and it was as clear as crystal. It was surrounded with a wall great and high. There were 12 gates. Assigned to each gate was a messenger, 12 in all. And on the gates were inscribed the names of the 12 tribes of Israel's sons. On the east wall there were 3 gates. On the north wall were 3 gates. On the south wall were 3 gates. On the west wall were 3 gates. And the city wall sat perfectly on 12 foundation stones, and on them were inscribed the names of the 12 emissaries of the Lamb. My guide held a golden measuring rod. With it he measured the city and the gates and the walls. And the city is laid out with 4 corners in a perfect square, the length the same as its width. He measured the city with his measuring rod, and the result was that its length and height are equal, 1,444 miles, a perfect cube. And my guide measured the wall. It was nearly 72 yards high in human measurements, which was the instrument the guide was using. The wall was made of jasper, while the city itself was made of pure gold, yet it was as clear as glass. The foundation stones of the wall of the city were decorated with every kind of jewel. The first was jasper, the second sapphire, the third gate, the fourth emerald, the fifth onyx, the sixth carnelian, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, and the 10th chrysoprase, the 11th jacinth, the 12th amethyst. The 12 gates were 12 pearls, each gate expertly crafted from a single beautiful pearl, and the city street was pure gold, yet it was as transparent as glass. And in the city I found no temple, because the Lord God and the all-powerful and the Lamb are the temple. And in the city there is no need for the sun to light the day or moon the night, because the resplendent glory of the Lord provides the city with warm, beautiful light, and the Lamb illumes every corner of the New Jerusalem, and all peoples of all the nations will walk by its unfailing light, and the rulers of the earth will stream into the city, bringing with them the symbols of their great grandeur and power. During the day its gates will not be closed. The darkness of night will never settle in. The glory and grandeur of the nations will be on display there, carried to the holy city by people from every corner of the world. Nothing that defiles or is defiled can enter into this glorious gates. Those who practice sacrilege or deception will never walk in its streets. Only those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life can enter. And that was Revelation chapter 21. Now we're going to read our psalm for today, which is Psalm 149. Praise the Eternal. Write new songs. Sing them to him with all your might. Gather with his faithful followers in joyful praise. Let all of Israel celebrate their Maker, their God, their friend. Let the children of Zion find great joy in their true King. So let the music begin. Praise his name. Dance and sing to the rhythm of a tambourine and to the tune of the harp. For the Eternal is listening, and nothing pleases him more than his people. He raises up the poor and endows them with his salvation. Let his faithful followers erupt in praise, singing triumphantly wherever they are, even as they lie down for sleep in the evening, with the name of God and praise in their mouths, with a two-edged sword in their hands. Let them take revenge on all nations who deny God. Let them punish the peoples. Kings and nobles will be locked up, and their freedom will be bound in iron shackles. The judgment against them, decreed by a holy God, will be carried out. It's an honor for all his faithful followers to serve him. Praise the Eternal. And that was Psalm 149. Now we're going to read, wow, the longest one we've done this year, I believe, is Proverbs chapter 31, verses 10 through 24. Who can find a truly excellent woman? One who is superior in all that she is and all that she does. Her worth far exceeds that of rubies and expensive jewelry. She inspires trust, and her husband's heart is safe with her, and because of her, he has every good thing. Every day of her life she does what is best for him, never anything harmful or hurtful. Delight attends her work and guides her fingers, and she selects the finest wool and flax for spinning. She moves through the market like merchant ships that dock her and there in distant ports. Finally arriving home with food she's carried from afar. She rises from bed early in the still of night, carefully preparing food for her family and providing a portion for her servants. She has a plan. She considers some land and buys it. Then, with her earrings, she plants a vineyard. She wraps herself in strength, carries herself with confidence, and works hard, strengthening her arms for the task at hand. She tastes success and knows it is good, and under lamplight she works deep into the night. Her hands skillfully place the unspun flax and wool on a distaff, and her fingers twist the spindle until thread forms. She reaches out to the poor and extends mercy to those in need. She is not worried about the cold or snow for her family, for she has clothed them all in warm crimson coats. She makes her own bed linens and clothes herself in purple and fine cloth. Everyone recognizes her husband in the public square, and no one fails to respect him as he takes his place of leadership in the community. She makes linen garments and sells them in the market, and she supplies belts for tradesmen to carry across the sea. And that was Proverbs chapter 31, verses 10 through 24. Do you smell something burning?
No. You?
Yeah, but I swear I smell something burning. I don't know. Okay, guys, that was today's Bible reading. I didn't know I talked that long at the beginning. I'm sorry. I just wanted to be sure and get those prayer requests in there. So I will end this. Let's bring those souls to Jesus. And God willing, I'll see you guys all again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye, guys. God bless. I hope you have a good night.